What's up? Is your boy Los LOS. You are watching the Community Leaders Podcast, and today we have Perriyana Clay in front of us. What's up?
Hi. How everybody out there at TV land?
How you doing today?
I'm making it, actually. I'm making it.
What does that mean, making it?
I'm getting through the day. I was very sick last week, and now I got a lingering cough, and they're like, "Oh, it's because of your asthma." So, just trying to get through the day, through the week.
But you're feeling better?
Yes, I am extremely better. It was bad last week. It was bad.
Well, you're looking good, so you should feel good.
Thank you.
All right, cool. I love the hat.
Thank you. I'm a hat girly, so if I don't have on a snapback, I love my beanies. And I love a good fedora, a sun hat. I love hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell the people, what do you do?
Well, I should say, what don't I do? No, I'm kidding. My name is Perriyana Clay, and I currently serve as the director of the STEM ecosystem for Project Exploration, and we are a nonprofit STEM organization that's really dedicated to providing transformative learning experiences for underrepresented youth here in Chicago on the west and south sides.
Awesome. Now, for the people that don't know, what is STEM?
That is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Okay. So what is your specialty in that STEM?
Well, so I actually went to school for sports medicine. So I love science, any type of life science, but I love learning and education. So I'm passionate about all of it. So
Awesome. So what got you into that?
STEM, or like my current job?
What you're doing, what you're into right now, which is STEM.
Well, you know what? I actually have been involved in nonprofit for a very long time. I like to joke and tell people I've been involved in nonprofit for over 20 years just because I started as a participant and I worked my way up the ladder. And so I started teaching young. So I taught all the way from preschool all the way up to currently to seniors.
Okay, awesome.
My seasoned individuals.
Oh, okay, awesome. So what makes you love working with these kids?
You know what? One, because I'm passionate about my community. I really want students and everyone to really have a love of learning because I love to learn. I love to read every day, and I want students to understand that science can be fun and science can be easy. You don't need all the different fancy gadgets. They're great. Like, who wouldn't want a makerspace and 3D printer, but you literally can use household items, and that's one of the programs that I run actually. For parents, I do a 12-week program to teach them how to make STEM fun using household items, cost-effective items. So I have them building geodesic domes with using, gumdrop candy and toothpicks. We might make a tornado in a bottle. Teach them how to put out fires, extinguish fires with chemicals and candles.
That's awesome.
Couple of different things.
Okay, you need to come over to my house and teach me how to do this stuff.
Yeah, a couple of different things, but I just really want our students, black and brown, especially black youth, to really just have the opportunity to know that they like STEM and they like science, because a lot of times they don't make that real life connection. And STEM is literally around us every day, from food, that's food chemistry, to working on cars, that's engineering. A lot of our kids are gamers, so that's game design, web design, computer science.
That's awesome.
So,
that's awesome.
Getting them to understand the connections and being able to actually formulate a pathway and understand that they can generate income for their interests and hobbies.
Right. Are you having a lot of kids come to this? Do they know about these programs? Because I think they're awesome.
Well, I would like to say yes and no. So it also depends on, I would say, the team you have and how strong your recruitment. Are you showing up, at town halls? Are you all passing out flyers? Are you sending out newsletters? Are you going to the different community meetings like the LSC meetings, the CAC meetings? Are you meeting people and students where they are? Because I think the problem we tend to have, and, we got to understand we need to overcome barriers, a lot of barriers that exist. But just because those barriers exist doesn't mean our students and our kids are too traumatic to learn. They can still learn. So you have to get out of thinking that people and students have to always come to you, and you need to come to them. So I like to go to them. I like to say I'm a relationer. I like to build relationships, partnerships, and I like to meet people.
Awesome. I love that. I like to meet people as well. So I'm with you on that one. So what are you seeing as far as the kids? Are they really getting into it when they are in the program? Are they coming back? Are they wanting more? What are you saying?
Yes, yes, and we have students who cry. They don't want to go home. It's like, oh, we had a long day. You gotta go. Gotta
Okay.
leave. Gotta leave. You can stay or I'll be gone.
Okay.
But yes, once students really understand, because one of the things I like about my job is that we actually divide students up. So at our STEM Learning Center, we do K through 8th after school programs. And
Okay.
so that's where we run our youth science pathways. And so we split them up. So K through 2nd, that's BBC, so Building Block Club.
Okay.
3rd through 5th, that's our little brothers and little sisters for science. And then 6th through 8th, big brothers and big sisters for science. So we group them by gender. So all our female identifying students are together. Then on the same flip side of the same coin, male identifying students.
Okay.
And so, we've done a lot of data analysis and collection, and we have learned that students tend to learn better around their peers that they feel comfortable. So you kind of see like for our boys, we know boys are automatically hand on, smash them, grab them, let's do it, let's take apart, let's beat, let's race, let's build. So engineering is always a great pathway to start with them, as well as I would say robotics. And then our young ladies, we have to get them comfortable. They have to feel like they are seen, that they're welcome, and that it's a safe space. And then they kind of open up and blossom. So we've seen our young ladies are doing a bomb in coding, but also like our mini medical labs and pathways. So we do some dissections. We provide the specimens.
Okay.
And, they have a ball.
Wait a second. Dissections. Like we're talking about frogs here or something like that?
Yeah, so we dissect sharks, clams,
Sharks.
crickets,
Okay.
pigs.
Mice. No? Yeah.
No, we don't have mice. I'm missing something. No, I did say frogs,
Yes,
pigs. Yeah,
Frogs, pigs,
crickets,
sharks,
clams.
clams.
Yes. So we keep the specimen on hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. This sounds so cool. That sounds so cool. I wish I was a part of that. What do you guys do for 50-year-olds?
Hey, come on by. You can be a part of our Parent STEM Academy. That's the 12-week program.
Oh, you guys got
Yeah.
something there for the parents as
Yes,
well.
parent and guardian. So the Parent STEM Academy, that's the 12-week program that I was saying that I spearhead, and that was actually born out of the need in the community. Parents, I had a group of parents in the Austin community. It was like, the kids get everything, and that's great, but we want to learn too.
Yeah.
Like, what about for us? We want to go on field trips. We want to learn what the kids are learning, and that's the reason why we do what we do and why I do what I do. Just to see the parents actually being very vocal about how they want to be involved in their students' lives and how they, want to learn alongside, and that makes it fun. And I even had students actually replicate their parents' experiments and actually won in their science fairs and stuff.
Let's go.
So I was
Let's
like,
go.
yes.
Because
Tangible results.
you got to think about this one. Maybe when they were kids, the parents, when they were kids, they didn't have that for them. So they're being kids all over again because they're learning these things. I know I would be like a little kid in those rooms. So yeah, that's awesome that you guys do that.
I love place-based learning, and then I also believe learning can take place outside the classroom. So that's why I'm really big on experiential learning and really just, like I said, providing those transformative learning experiences, because it's one thing, and I like to, the running joke I have at my job is when people ask what I do, I'm like, I'm the travel agent, because I'm always booking different trips and different workshops and curating that for the students.
I love it.
And I can't get out of it. I spoiled them, and I regret ever booking field trips, because now it's always, can you book field trips? And I do it for all our sites in the city.
Okay.
But, it's one thing to go to the zoo or to go to the Shedd Aquarium, but it's another thing to actually go behind the scenes, meet the animals, meet the animal trainers, and see how they do what they do, how they set up exhibits. Because a lot of people don't know the Shedd Aquarium is built like Disney World, similar to Chicago. It's levels. So the level that you're on technically isn't the first level. And so they actually have maker spaces in the basement where their team actually build the exhibits where they, for the animals. And it's cool. And, when the animals, when they're cleaning, like, they're not, I don't want to say cages, but when they're cleaning like their tanks, they have to take them off. And so then they're behind the scenes, but they're still getting that daily dose of exercise and love. And so, I was able to have the parents take a tour of that and get to meet like some jellyfish that actually wasn't on, I guess you could say, on exhibit yet. So they were getting ready to be featured. So, you want to provide the experiences, because anybody can take somebody to the museum, but are you aligning it with what they're learning? in class or what they will be. And that's another thing we've doing. So a lot of people tend to think like, oh, when you are teaching something or you're doing something, it's like you do the field trip at the end, like a culmination. It's like, no, we can flip that. Do the field trip first. So now the students are excited to learn what they've seen, and they can apply what they've seen and what they learned at the exhibit, what they, hands-on, and apply all that to the classroom as they're learning.
I'm loving it. Can you take me?
I would. I love to, like I said, I love to go on adventures, and I love to learn.
Yeah.
Learning is fun for me.
Because I've been to these places you're talking about, but I've never been like to the lower levels and all that other stuff that sounds really cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of education labs at Lincoln Park Zoo does a good job of holding workshops and tailoring it towards specific age groups. Such the Nature Museum has education labs, Field Museum, MSI, Museum of Science and Industry as well. So we have all these cool places, and they're trying to understand how they can reach like that population that they know that don't frequent their space, i.e. our Black and brown families. So how can we best support them and provide them with the same opportunities?
Yeah, that's awesome. That is so awesome.
So that's my job, connecting, the partners with the people.
Okay, awesome. I really want to go now.
Let's go.
I really do. You should do like a CLF thing, where everybody goes a big field trip.
I would love to curate an experience for us if I could.
Come on, the camera on me, Alex. we want to do what she's doing. We want to. Can you take us? So awesome. So West Sider?
Yes, Chicago born, West Side raised, Austin developed.
Okay, all right. So raised on the West Side, in Austin. What grammar school did you go to?
So I attended. It was originally named Spencer Math and Science Academy, Herbert Spencer. But by the time I graduated, we had the designation of a technology academy. Okay. So it's Spencer Technology Academy.
Okay.
Go Seahawks.
Okay. In high school?
I graduated from Whitney M. Young Magnet High School.
Oh, yeah.
Go Dolphins.
Oh, that means you're a very smart person.
Hey, everybody is smart.
Yeah, everybody's smart, but Whitney Young, you need to get in there. You need to pass some things. That's good. That's good. You can be humble. It's okay. It's okay. You can be humble. Awesome. So did you graduate with honors? I know you did.
You know what? I graduated. I guess I took AP and honors classes, but I graduated. So I guess maybe I don't know. No, I don't think I was in like the top 20 of high school.
Man,
I was the valedictorian for elementary school, but
just getting in there, it's awesome. It's amazing. It's amazing. Awesome. So, what was your life growing up? As a little girl on the West Side in the Austin area, 15 years old. Who were you at 15 years old?
15.
Yeah.
Who was I at 15? I would say marching to the beat of my drum. I've always been a person that's been, I would say, stubborn and headstrong. And I'm also type A. So when I have a vision, it drives me nuts if I deviate because I don't like to deviate. I'm a control freak too. Okay. So, but when I had tunnel vision, I was ready to just travel, take on the world. I'm also the eldest, so I have the eldest child syndrome. Okay. Of 3 girls. So,
so a little bossy. Little bossy.
So, let me not phrase it like this. You always need your parents, but I didn't have to be under my mom. It was like, hey, I got it. Yeah. I got it. So I was just ready to take on the world and make a difference. I always want to make a difference.
Awesome. And you are. You actually are. You're actually doing it.
Yeah, headstrong and stuck in my ways. I'm still am, but I'm more open-minded. Okay. I don't say no immediately.
All right.
I give it a second.
So who were you around 20 years old?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Around 20.
Me?
Years old, yeah. Who were you?
Around 20 years old. Who was I? I was in school, and again, I was just, I think I'll be honest, I was trying to get through school while still making a difference. I served as co-chair of our College of Arts and Sciences for community service. That's always been a big passion of mine.
What school?
Howard University. It's an HBCU in Washington, D.C.
Awesome.
And so, I was a part of the NCNW, the collegiate chapter in NAACP. I tutored in reading comprehension. I worked at a alternative high school. Unfortunately, it closed down after I left, but made some good bonds there. So I was just did community and had fun.
That's awesome. So you are smart. You said Whitney Young and Howard. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. I love it. I love it. And you're making a difference on the west side of Chicago.
I
Do
hope
you
so.
do you plan to like stretch out and go north and go south? Are you planning to stretch out, or you're focused right now on the west side?
I'll be honest, my focus has always been on the west side just because my upbringing, I always felt like, and I'm not saying other communities haven't been affected, but I always felt like we didn't have the resources that we deserved and needed. So my focus has always been expanding the west side and bringing opportunities. I am expanding into North Lawndale. Yeah, but at the west side always.
Yeah.
I got love for all other communities and places, but my focus has always been the west side.
Yeah, and I agree with that because the west side's always been kind of left out
Yeah.
a little bit. That's why we have a lot of abandoned buildings over there and abandoned lots over there. But I've seen the change, and it's slow, but the change is coming. You know, we got Community Corey out there trying to do his best
Yeah.
out there.
Amazing. Spreading little shorty love.
Yes, yes. Shouts out to Corey. So things are happening, and I think more leaders like you that are rising up and taking these classes with CLF and other classes that you guys are doing are making a difference on the west side of Chicago and changing things around. You know, those lots are going to turn into beautiful parks, or beautiful buildings, or beautiful businesses. If you guys continue to do what you're doing, because it's going to happen. We got too many awesome leaders, on that side of the city for it not to grow and get better.
Well, thank you for the faith. Thank you. And if you know any other young adults and youth, we need them. We need them.
Yeah. So, what do you see right now on the west side of Chicago that needs to be changed? It's in your heart.
What needs? Like I said, I've always been a big proprietor of education. Like I grew up every Saturday faithfully. I went to Austin Town Hall Library. I love to read. I would participate in story time, much to my mom's dismay. And then I I would get into arguments actually with the librarians, because back in the day, I think you could check out like 7 books, but I always wanted to check out 10 to 12. And so I would get into arguments because I would tell librarian, how can you how you don't have the right to tell me how many books I can read? And my big mama, that's my grandma, she's like, actually, technically she does, because she's the librarian. I'm like, and so what the librarian and I actually end up becoming friends, because she's like, you know, you getting on my nerves, but you are serious about these books. But I'm very big on education because, you know, everyone learns different. And that is true, but that does not mean they should stop learning.
Yes.
And so we need to redo. And it's good to advocate. You know, you want to shake your picket sign, that's great. But policy and procedure, I'm into changing policy, because as long as that policy is in place, you still feel that effect of that systemic, you know, racism, or that systemic franchise that's keeping you down. So I need us to look at policies, how we are teaching our students, how are we moving them literally beyond the immediate? How are we preparing them for post-sec opportunities if school is for them? Or how are we preparing them for those CTE pathways? And how are we developing them? How are we activating them? What are we equipping them with?
Yeah.
And so education, and the landscape for education has changed, not just federally and with with money, but also in the way that students can learn. And, you know, we get sometimes stuck in our old ways. I do wish we bring textbooks back, because it scares me when I don't see a textbook. But also, again, learning can take place and flourish beyond the classroom. You don't always have to be stuck in the classroom. Like, go outside and touch grass. I remember back in the day, our teachers would actually take us outside on the playgrounds, crisscross applesauce, and, you know, we might do something for, 30 or 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, so education, and I'm also big, and I have much respect for our elders and for the seasoned folks before us. However, if we really are big on empower. I don't like to say empower, but equipping and developing our youth, then we have to also understand we have to make way for it. And you held this position for so long, and we are thankful for the work that you've done. But if you are and Auntie Whitney said, the children are our future. So if that's the truth, then you have to kind of get out the way and mold and mentor so they can come and take that spot, because the world is changing. And, our seasoned folks, they're a little stuck in their ways and they can't grasp certain things. And that's okay. It's about rewiring mindsets, but, educating and also making a way for the youth to rise up, because since I was born, they told us don't look for Social Security. You're not getting none.
Oh boy!
So,
boy! That might be true. That might be true.
Before us is set. They're set. They got their SSI and everything. Their pension. They fix, or what they say, unearned income. Unearned income. My generation, the millennials. I'm the last of the millennials. They tell us there's no hope for you all. So if we know it's no hope, we need to really cultivate this next generation, because sometimes, and I have love for the Gen Z and Gen Alpha, but sometimes they do scare me, and I don't want to be afraid. And so that goes back to educating, and what tools are we equipping them with?
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh, you sound like Alex and Jermaine and Dr. O. I haven't even, I'm getting in trouble. I haven't even done my 5-year plan. I know. I have to get it
Alex
done.
is going to see this the first.
I know. She's going to be so upset. And Dr. O's already upset because I told her already. Planning scares me. I'm not going to lie. I'm also a terrible chronic procrastinator, but 5 years, I do want to return to the medical field. That is always been a goal. But beside that, honestly, still here in the community. I know this sounds cliche, but just really expanding myself in terms of what opportunities, again, and resources that I'm bringing to community or have brought, and really looking at how to make that sustainable. Because that's another thing. Like, it's great to bring things, but we need sustainability, because and children need consistency. Anybody can come back to the hood and say, hey, I made it out, or hey, look at me, this is great, and you go back to your life, but that child is still there in those same conditions. So what are we doing to improve? If we can't improve those exact conditions, what are we doing to make a safe space and an environment for them to really flourish? And so, keeping things here, and I almost said making them great again. I almost scared myself. But keeping things here and investing in them and expanding them. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That was so good. That was so good. I love it. So let me know, let the people know, what did you like the most about CLF? Any classes, sessions?
What did I like the most? I liked everything. I was so, I tell Alex, I think I told her and Dr. O, I was so afraid that I wouldn't make it, because this was something I really wanted. And I'm so sad it went by so quick, because I was so afraid when they were going over the schedule and everything. But I really enjoyed the workshops. I like how they built out the workshops and how each one, was centered on a specific topic. And we had someone from the different neighboring communities who were proficient in that area leading us and showing us, similar to the work we do, like coming back and showing the community and showing us like, hey, I'm from the community. I currently live in the community, and this is the work I'm sorry that I'm doing, and I haven't left. And so I enjoyed that. I really did. I'm trying to think what workshop was my favorite. Because it was so many. And I'm a compulsive note taker. So my planner is full of all the notes from all the workshops except one.
Okay.
And I was sick, and I hate that. I had perfect attendance, and then I got sick.
But that's good. You almost went to all of them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great opportunity, being a part of CLF. It's it really gets these leaders thinking, that they could do more, because they can. We could do this, or we could do that. Oh, I didn't know that we're available to get into this thing over here. And I think it's really showing that they can. Yeah. So, last question.
Okay. I hope I have a good answer.
If you could be a superhero with a power, what power would that be?
Superhero. Let's see. My favorite superhero growing up was Batman. I always loved Batman. I love Batman. But if I had to have a power, I always been into telekinesis, like moving stuff with your mind.
Okay.
Or teleporting, because I like to travel, but maybe telekinesis.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know if that answers your question.
That does answer it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you for coming down to Community Leaders Podcast. This was great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.